Your haircut? Notice you've copied my beard.
Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Thor MCU moments.
Not necessary.
There shall be no knifing one another. Everybody knows who's in charge.
I need a horse.
We don't have horses, just dogs, cats, birds.
Hey, give me one of those large enough to ride. Let's kill him properly this time.
For this list, we're going over the greatest moments featuring Thor in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So far, anyway. If there's a Thor moment you are thunderously mad we missed, please let us know in the comments. Number 10. Meeting the Avengers. The Avengers.
What's the matter? Scared of a little lightning?
I'm not overly fond of what follows.
Thor crashes into his future comrades in a pretty literal way. While the Avengers have Loki captured on the Quinjet, Thor swoops in to snatch his errant brother up and off the plane. Although this moment and his subsequent argument with Loki are great, we had to give this entry to the scuffle between Thor and the other Avengers. Iron Man hilariously interrupts Thor mid-sentence, and the two trade blows, both physical and verbal.
Do not touch me again.
Then don't take my stuff.
You have no idea what you're dealing with.
Shakespeare in the Park?
Doth mother know you weareth her drapes?
Captain America then intervenes until Thor hurls Mjolnir into his shield, and all three come to their senses.
Put that hammer down.
No.
Bad call. He loves his hammer.
You want me to put the hammer down?
This battle is not only funny, but also full of great action. Plus, it's one of the first big hero versus hero fights in the franchise. Number 9. Being unworthy. Thor. Midway through his first appearance in the MCU, Thor locates his hammer Mjolnir after it's been embedded in the ground on Earth.
Once I have Mjolnir, I will return the items they've stolen from you. Deal?
No. Look what's down there. You think you're just gonna walk in, grab our stuff, and walk out?
No.
The artifact has drawn a lot of attention, and S.H.I.E.L.D. has set up a temporary base around it. In order to get to it, a depowered Thor has to fight his way through S.H.I.E.L.D. agents amidst a thunderstorm.
You're big. Fought bigger.
But even after all that effort, Thor discovers that for the first time, he cannot lift Mjolnir. He isn't worthy of it. Not only is it a good action scene, with Thor brought down to a very human level, it's also tied to his recurring struggle over whether he's deserving of his own strength. Number 8. Regaining his powers. Thor. Speaking of Thor's worthiness, his first film deals with this particular element quite a bit.
Whosoever holds this hammer, if he be worthy, shall possess the power of Thor.
The loss of his powers is what kicks off his character arc in this film, and you guessed it, earning them back is what completes it. After Loki sends the Destroyer to attack him on Earth, Thor selflessly puts himself in harm's way to protect others.
Taking their lives will gain you nothing. So take mine and end this.
Although he nearly dies, this act is enough to make him worthy of Mjolnir again, restoring both his strength and his abilities. Is it a little cheesy? Yes, but then so is Thor, and we love him for it.
So is this how you normally look?
More or less.
It's a good look.
Number 7. Almost killing Thanos. Avengers Infinity War. So much of Thor's journey in Infinity War is about his quest for revenge against Thanos for slaying innocent Asgardians and his brother Loki.
Your father killed my brother.
Oh boy.
Stepfather. Technically, she hates him as much as you do.
Families can be tough.
Just when Thanos has finally managed to get all the Infinity Stones, Thor comes barreling in to stop him. Thor throws his new axe Stormbreaker at the Mad Titan, trying to deliver on his promise to kill Thanos.
I told you. You'd die for that.
It's a satisfying moment, until it suddenly isn't. With Thor having aimed for the chest instead of the head, Thanos takes the opportunity to snap away half of all life in the universe.
You should have gone for the head.
Infinity War is about the heroes losing, and Thor loses big time. It is a pivotal moment in the Infinity Saga, and especially for Thor's character. Number 6, his conversation with Rocket, Avengers Infinity War. Thor isn't exactly the most introspective guy, but a quiet moment aboard Rocket's ship gives him some rare breathing room to be just that.
Nidavelir's forge harnesses the blazing power of the neutron star. It's the birthplace of my hammer. It's truly awesome.
When Rocket notices Thor's low spirits, he approaches the god, inquiring about the people he's lost. Thor gets emotional as he explains that he has no family left. Even his best friend is dead.
And you said your sister and your dad?
Both dead.
But still got a mom, though?
Killed by a dark elf.
A best friend?
Stabbed through the heart.
While he does his best to brush things off and express his outward confidence, it's clear that Thor is overwhelmed, and that revenge against Thanos is likely the only thing keeping him from breaking down.
And what if you're wrong?
Well, if I'm wrong, then what more could I lose?
It's a tragic, beautiful moment, and some of Chris Hemsworth's best acting in the MCU. Number 5, reuniting with his mother, Avengers Endgame.
Are you crying?
No. Yes. I feel like I'm losing it.
Get it together. You could do this.
While we're on the subject of emotional moments involving Thor and Rocket, Endgame sees the duo taking a trip back in time to retrieve one of the Infinity Stones in Asgard. While there, Thor runs into his late mother Frigga. Their reunion is both heartwarming and heartbreaking.
I was raised by witches, boy. I see with more than eyes, you know that.
I'm totally from the future.
Thor is a bit of a mess at this point, but Frigga helps him realize that it's okay to fail and to not live up to others' expectations. Real heroes strive to be who they are.
Everyone fails at who they're supposed to be, Thor. The measure of a person, of a hero, is how well they succeed at being who they are.
The capper on this great moment is Thor's discovery that he's still worthy of wielding Mjolnir.
I'm still worthy.
Number 4, remembering who he is, Thor Ragnarok. During the climactic duel of his third solo film, Thor finds himself overmatched by his villainous sister Hela.
It's a valiant effort, but you never stood a chance. You see, I'm not a queen or a monster. I'm the goddess of death.
Having lost an eye and with his people threatened by Hela's troops, things look dire for Thor. However, a vision of his father Odin reminds him that his true strength comes from within, that his hammer was merely a tool to channel his power.
I'm not as strong as you.
No. You're stronger.
With this newfound conviction, Thor harnesses a massive amount of lightning to escape Hela's clutches and fight off the soldiers threatening the evacuating Asgardians.
What were you the god of again?
This badass display of strength turns this battle into a full-on spectacle. Talk about awesome. Number 3, crafting Stormbreaker, Avengers Infinity War. On his quest to kill Thanos, Thor heads to Nidavellir, the massive forge of the dwarves, hoping for a new weapon he can use against his foe.
Wait, what kind of weapon are we talking about here?
The Thanos killing kind.
Don't you think that we should all have a weapon like that?
No. You simply lack the strength to wield them. Your bodies would crumple as your minds collapsed into madness.
There he finds Atri, the last surviving dwarf, who agrees to help him make an axe he calls Stormbreaker.
It's a mold. A king's weapon. Meant to be the greatest in Asgard. In theory, it could even summon the Bifrost.
It have a name?
Stormbreaker.
Yeah, it's a bit much.
However, to do so, Thor needs to restart the enormous forge. He manages to do this with a cable, Rocket's ship, and brute strength.
All fathers give me strength.
You understand, boy? You're about to take the full force of a star. It'll kill you.
Only if I die.
Not only that, but Thor must hold the forge open himself, taking a direct blast from a star in the process. It is not only one of Thor's greatest feats, it might also be one of the greatest in the MCU, period. Number 2, the Gladiator fight, Thor Ragnarok. While Thor and the Hulk's first clash in the Avengers is pretty great,
We are not your enemies, Banner. Try to think!
it does not quite reach the same level of epic as their meeting on Sakaar, where the pair of them are pitted against each other in the arena.
Banner! Hey, Banner!
No Banner, only Hulk!
What are you doing?
Thor initially takes quite a few hits, with the intention of reaching Bruce Banner within the Hulk, but he eventually decides to fight back when it's clear that Banner will not be making an appearance.
What's the matter with you? You're embarrassing me. I told them we were friends.
They prove evenly matched, until the Hulk triggers Thor's lightning with a series of blows to the face. Some outside interference leaves the true victor up in the air, but while it lasts, the fight is a blockbuster bout between two of the strongest Avengers. Before we get to our top pick, here are some honorable mentions. Another, Thor. We can't imagine how many cups they go through in Asgard.
This drink, I like it.
I know, it's great, right?
Another!
Science and magic, Thor. This makes no sense, but it sounds pretty good, right?
Your ancestors called it magic, and you call it science. Well, I come from a place where they're one and the same thing.
Meeting the Guardians, Avengers Infinity War. Never before has Thor been so accurately described.
How the hell is this dude still alive?
He is not a dude. You're a dude. This is a man. A handsome, muscular man.
Giving up the throne, Avengers Endgame. Sometimes letting go is the only way to grow.
But you're a leader. That's who you are.
You know, I'd make a lot of changes around here.
I'm counting on it. Your Majesty.
Get help. Thor Ragnarok. We'd love to see every time they tried this plan.
Hey, let's do get help.
What?
Get help.
No.
Come on, you love it.
I hate it.
It's great. It works every time.
It's humiliating.
Do you have a better plan?
No.
We're doing it.
We are not doing Get Help.
Get help! Please! My brother, he's dying! Get help! Help him!
Oh, classic.
Still hate it? It's humiliating.
No, not for me, it's not.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Joining the battle in Wakanda, Avengers Infinity War. When Thanos discovers the location of Vision, who has the last Infinity Stone, the Conqueror's forces invade Wakanda.
You are in Wakanda now. Thanos would have nothing but dust and blood.
We have blood to spare.
Most of the Avengers are there to help with the defense, but still they're overwhelmed and outnumbered. Just when things seem their most dire, a blast of light flashes over the battlefield, and a lightning-covered axe cuts through waves of enemies. Thor has arrived with Rocket and Groot, and in plenty of style. With his lightning surging, Thor launches himself into the battlefield like the god of thunder he is.
Bring me Thanos!
This moment sees Thor at the peak of his power and drive. It's his big damn hero scene, and it is absolutely striking. You know, like his lightning.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.